good morning. Today we prepare some clips for you about very common plants in India. They are growing everywhere in the nature, also next to the streets, and everybody can harvest them and use it for food or use it also as a medicine because they are really healthy. Let's have a look.
So here is the holy basil plant. We also call it in Hindi tulsi, and it's called holy basil because, as you can see in this pot, traditionally it is used a lot in the Hindu religion for worshipping and for offering it to the gods. And the holy basil, along with the religious significance of being worshipped, and it is usually put outside the house like it is here and watered every day when the sun rises as an offering to the whole universe and to the sun energy and to the Lord, devoted to kind of doing something good in the life. That's the spiritual significance. But this plant has a lot of medicinal benefits, and it's used in a lot of concoctions for cough, for cold, for influenza, for fever, for a bad throat, and it has many other medicinal benefits. This is a plant which is very common in India and really worshipped and also very useful. We have another basil plant which is black in color, and I shall show you that. Here we have another variety of the basil plant, the holy basil, and as you can see, this is a little darker in color than the other green basil that we just saw. It is also having the same properties as the other basil plant because there are many varieties and species of the basil. Again, the basil seeds, the tulsi seeds, the sweet basil seeds, also called chia or kia seeds, are used in smoothies, in lassis, in drinks, and they also have very cooling and very good properties for the health. So the tulsi plant is not only worshipped but also used commonly in all Indian households to treat common ailments like cough, cold, fever, and a lot of other problems. This is very common and also a very special plant in India. So here we are with a wonderful neem tree, which is again one of the special trees that we have in our country. The neem has too many good benefits that one cannot list in a short time, but it's a great air purifier. It really purifies the air, and the neem leaves, the neem bark, the stems, each one of them are used in some way or the other. Locally in the villages, people use the neem stem to brush their teeth. It's a very good way to brush teeth and not get any cavities, and to clean your teeth without any toothbrush or toothpaste. And it's free, and it's available on the tree. The neem leaves are used to create neem oil and many other products, and it's a great tree to have, and we all are very happy to have lots of neem trees around us which automatically cleanse our air and give us good air to breathe. This is chicken spinach. It's actually a weed, and it grows very fast, and it's kind of grows wild here. And again, many people don't know of its many uses. So like any other spinach, it's good for the health, has a lot of nutrients, and it's easy to grow, it's inexpensive, and therefore it can be a very good source of your diet, and it's also very tender, very sweet, very tasty. And we can make out of chicken spinach salads, soups, you can cook it, and also make green smoothies and green ice creams. It's nice. So here we have the chicken spinach, and we just break, and then this goes to the kitchen, and we can make either a very nice salad or a smoothie, a green smoothie, or perhaps even a green vegan green ice cream. This is a jackfruit, and it's a delicious fruit which when ripe is yellow and very sweet, and it's quite a delicacy. And again, with this fruit one can make some very interesting recipes, including jams, chutneys, smoothies, ice creams, cakes and pies. When not ready, kind of about to get ready, it's a vegetable. It's cooked like a vegetable, and it is called the vegetarian meat. The texture and the taste is like meat. So it's a very tasty vegetable and a tasty fruit. The only thing is it's not for people with stomachs and digestion systems that are not strong. It's difficult to digest and take. So if you have a strong stomach, do try the jackfruit.
Is this in front of you a vegetable or a fruit already?
Right now they can be cut and be cooked. As of now, if we bring one down and cut it, we can cook it as a vegetable. It is a vegetable right now. But when it ripens and when it's ready, then it becomes a fruit and it turns yellow. And right now it would be wheatish color, the color of my skin, approximately, inside.
And will it become bigger?
Yeah, of
It's
course,
already
a bigger one.
very
Like
big.
already you can see there's a small jackfruit, a little bigger one, and maybe a few bigger ones on the top. So this one which is bigger, but it's pointed. When it's about to get ready, these pointed edges will flatten up when it's about to get ready. So we have to sense when is it ready and then bring it down. And it's not easy to cut. You have to oil your hands and cut it, because the milk can then create itching in your skin. So we have to use this jackfruit very carefully, but it's a very nutritious and a very tasty vegetable as well as a fruit. Here is the cashew fruit. This is a cashew nut tree, and oh, it's ready. It's come into my hands. I just touched it and it came into my hands. It means it's ready. So this is the cashew fruit. This is our cashew nut here. A lot of people just break the fruit and drink the juice. They like it. It's sweet and nice. And after that, this cashew nut is taken out and dried in the sun, turning it around for about 4 days. And then after it's done, we store it. And when it's ready, then the cashew nut is broken down to take out the cashew. This is a work which is very dangerous because the milk of the shell that comes when you break it can burn your skin very, very, very severely. You could have very bad burns if you're not careful. So breaking the cashew nut is a specialized task. Big farms go to factories and get their cashew processed in factories. Small farms like us can't afford to go to big factories. So we employ village women who come and sit the entire day applying something on their hands to protect their skin and their face and break the cashew. It's a very laborious process. It takes a lot of time, one cashew at a time, to break carefully, not to hurt yourself, and to take out the cashew nut, which is again then sun dried for a while and then stored. So taking care of the cashew trees, maintaining them, making sure, collecting the cashew fruit when it's ready, taking out the nut, breaking it is a very laborious process, and therefore it needs a lot of time, energy, and also money, which is why this dry fruit that comes to you is a little expensive. As you can see, these are all the ready cashew. This is just fallen down right now from the tree. All these are ready, and we can harvest them. But these are growing, and in maybe a few months or a few weeks, they'll be ready to harvest. And we are in April, beginning April, mid-April right now, and we would be harvesting cashews till about July. So the next 2 or 3 months, we're going to have plenty of cashews growing and being ready to and most of them are just going to drop down on their own when they're ready, and we have to collect them and then as you can see, this juice all coming out in my hands. A lot of people love to have this juice, and they find it very tasty. It's nice. It's a local delicacy here. So here we are with a lovely Moringa tree, also called a drumstick tree, because there are these drumsticks that grow on this, which is a vegetable that we cook. The Moringa leaves are absolutely amazing. These tiny little green leaves that you see here are packed with so much of calcium that nobody ever who eats the spinach would ever have any calcium or vitamin D deficiency. This is something which is not commonly known by many. So even though this is a very common tree in South India and grows wild, but many people do not use the leaves, the spinach, for cooking. And if they would do that, they wouldn't have to drink milk, and they would never ever have any problems with the calcium and with a lot of other trace elements and minerals and essential nutrients that this tiny leaf is packed in. And it's easy to grow. We can just cut up the branches and transplant them, and more trees can come out of them. It's also very good cow food. The cows that are given these leaves yield a lot of good milk.